Great. So let's begin with the first one. They will grow crops. How can we say this in passive? Crops will be grown. All right, so we have the first one. The first one, so crops will be grown in water. I know. What is the next one?
This is done.
Go ahead, type it, please. Can you type it quickly?
Yes. This is done.
Perfect. Can we do the next one, please?
And the next one is
Yes, the next one. Can you type it in, please?
oh yes.
Okay, continue with that one. I will help you with the following one. Okay, there you go. So less energy is used. Is that correct?
Yes, less energy is used. I
Or is there
think
something
right
else?
is it by the plants.
By
Less
the
en-
plants.
yes.
Okay. By the plants. There you go. Perfect. Next, nutrients are added by them. Who is them?
In this one I'm not pretty sure because I
That's the issue. Remember, the passive is because the focus, the most important thing, is not the doer, is not the actor. And if you
oh
have by them, then I need to know who is them.
oh right.
So we'll continue. Okay. Next,
In the next one
on plants that they grow, plants that
are are growth.
you type it is, please type your answer. Hi, Leslie. Very good. Next one, please. Leslie, are you there? Leslie, can you hear me? Leslie, can you hear me? Hello, Leslie.
Hello, teacher.
Hi.
Hi.
Can you do, let's see, Leslie, can you please do number 2? All of number 2. Diana, can you do number 3, please? All of number 3, please.
Okay.
Okay. How are you doing? Are you getting there? Good. Hi, Liliana. Liliana, can you hear me? Hello, Liliana.
Hi, teacher. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Liliana, can you help us with the last 3 lines, please?
I can find the page, teacher.
85.
85. Thank you. Any song? The situations must not be ignored.
You need to write it down, please.
But it hasn't been. It hasn't published.
Liliana, I asked you to do the last 3 lines.
I'm sorry, teacher. I'm sorry.
It's okay, but we need to move accordingly so we can take advantage of the little time we have. So let's see. Diana, can you help me with that line, please?
What?
And Leslie, can you help me with the next line, please? And Liliana, can you help me with the last line, please?
The first already right, I can see.
Okay, Leslie, I don't know if you're working or not. Can you please tell us what is your situation?
Yes, I'm I'm ready.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Diana. Okay, while we do this, listen and check. Check the answers that are on the screen.
One. So crops will be grown in water? I know this is done already, but how does it work?
Well, nutrients are added to the water, so less energy is used by the plants to get the nutrients. And plants that are grown in this way grow faster and bigger.
2. People often say that too many pesticides are used in farming. Do vertical farms use them?
No, pesticides won't be needed. This is because the crops will be protected inside the building, so the use of pesticides will be reduced. And groundwater, which has been contaminated by pesticides for years, will be cleaner.
3. Now, reports say that vertical farms are going to be seen in our cities soon. Is that true?
Well, they can't be built without more research. Some trials were carried out last year and a report was written, but it hasn't been published yet. I'd say they're not going to be built anytime soon. But environmentalists say the situation must not be ignored, and action should be taken soon because more food is going to be needed with the population increasing by 5,000 a day. They say that a solution needs to be found soon.
Okay, there we have some answers that are not complete. We have some answers that are missing just a little word and some answers that are not correct. Do you know which ones?
Yes, I know.
Can you correct your answers, please?
Okay. That's one I curious.
Is that it? There is more, okay? There are more answers to be fixed. Hello. Hi.
Yes.
Are you doing something or are you waiting for me?
And the
I
number
don't know what you're doing.
and the number 2
Yes, Liliana?
in the last line, I only listen that said which has been for years without by pesticides.
Is that what you heard?
Uh-huh.
Only which has been?
Uh-huh.
Which has been for years?
Uh-huh.
You have a verb be here. Is that complete?
Oh, I hear that answer.
All right, listen again and check. Okay.
Teacher, and the first line, the audio don't say by them. It's submit by
Yes.
them.
Yes, yes.
Like that?
Yes.
Okay, continue please. What else? Or let's do this, okay? Let's go with the first one. The one with red. This is done. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. What about the next one?
Nutrients are at.
All by them. Okay. Nutrients are added. What about the next one?
It's correct.
That's correct. And the next one?
Are wrong. Is grown.
Wrong?
Are wrong. Okay.
Next.
Yes,
what about the next
correct.
one? Yes.
And the next one?
Yes, it's complete.
Next.
Yes, it's correct.
Will be reduced. It's complete.
And the next one?
Has been contaminated. But contaminated. Has been contaminated.
Contaminated by pesticides.
Has been contaminated. Okay, next.
Vertical terms are going to be seen. Yeah, it's correct.
Yes, it's correct.
Next.
It's correct. It's correct. Correct. I'm not pretty sure. What do you think, guys?
A report miss the article indefinite A. A report was
Indefinite.
written.
Huh?
No. In the last year, a report was written. In the line.
Yes.
Yeah,
A report.
A report.
Yes, it doesn't. Yes,
Okay.
what about this?
Next.
What do you think?
Not. The situation. And at the first sentence of the sentence, the situation must not be ignored.
Oh, yes. the situation.
Okay, next.
The and the word and an action should be taken.
An action.
An action. No, and with the yeah. And the next one. Ay, ya me perdí.
Okay, is that it? Listen again and check your answers.
More food is going to be needed. In the next line, the verb to be
And the last one?
I think that is correct, but I don't know.
Listen and check.
1. So crops will be grown in water? I know this is done already, but how does it work?
Well, nutrients are added to the water, so less energy is used by the plants to get the nutrients. And plants that are grown in this way grow faster and bigger.
2. People often say that too many pesticides are used in farming. Do vertical farms use them?
No, pesticides won't be needed. This is because the crops will be protected inside the building, so the use of pesticides will be reduced, and groundwater, which has been contaminated by pesticides for years, will be cleaner.
3. Now, reports say that vertical farms are going to be seen in our cities soon. Is that true?
Well, they can't be built without more research. Some trials were carried out last year and a report was written, but it hasn't been published yet. I'd say they're not going to be built anytime soon. But environmentalists say the situation must not be ignored, and action should be taken soon because more food is going to be needed with the population increasing by 5,000 a day. They say that a solution needs to be found soon.
Okay, so one more time, please check your answers.
In the last, say a solution is need to find.
One more time, please. Can you
A solution
write your
is-
answer?
Okay.
Hello, mister. Welcome back.
Hi, teacher.
Something like that, I hear.
All right, so let's check your answers. First one, this is done, nutrients are added, less energy is used by the plants, are grown, too many pesticides are used. Pesticides won't be needed, the crops will be protected, the use of pesticides will be reduced, and groundwater, which has been contaminated by pesticides for years, will be cleaner. Vertical farms are going to be seen. They can't be built. This is incorrect. Some trials were carried out, yes, last year, and a report was written. but it hasn't been published. The word published is incomplete. I'd say we're not going to build. It's incorrect. The situation must not be ignored is incorrect. And action should be taken. Yeah, this is good. Because more food is going to be needed with the population increasing by 5,000 a day. They say that a solution is need to found. No, sorry, that's incorrect. A solution is needed to find. No. So let's correct the wrong answers. Yes, they can't be built. There. Next, published. This is incorrect. What's missing with published?
I add H.
Published. Published. There. We're not going to build it. There are going to be built.
Built.
They are not going to be built anytime soon. But environmentalists say the situation must not been is incorrect. This is a modal verb.
Must not be.
Must not be
Not be.
ignored. And action should be taken. More food is going to be needed, and as needed, a solution needs to be found. There. Do you have any questions?
No.
Wow.
I want to take a picture, teacher.
One more second, please. There. Go ahead.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Now, if you have the controllers out, I suggest you take the controllers out and minimize the video panel so you can see the complete page. Okay, let me share it with you. Hold on, my WhatsApp page was closed. I don't know why. Anyways, let's continue. I'll send it to you in a second. So let's continue with that.
Thank you, teacher.
Now, one of the biggest advantages is that food will be grown and sold in the same area. Do you agree or disagree with this? Okay, what about so transportation costs will be reduced and foods won't need to be packaged? Do you agree or disagree?
I agree.
Agree.
Yes, but the only thing is that jobs will be lost. Who agrees with that?
Yes, because loss lost their employees. No,
All right,
lost the jobs.
So discuss the advantages and disadvantages of vertical farming, please. Okay, let's see. We have 4 people. Let's go in sessions. No, let's not go in sessions. Let's go do it right here. So please ask and answer. Share your answers. What are the advantages and disadvantages, please? Diana, Leslie, Liliana, and Eduardo, please give your opinion. What are the advantages and disadvantages of vertical farming?
I agree with the first sentence that the biggest advantage is that food will be grown and sold in the same area. I agree because we we uh, we will we will be able to grow our vegetables and fruits in our area, and we can buy the fruits and vegetables in the same city. It's an advantage. What do you think about this sentence?
Yeah, and maybe other thing is that the vegetables and fruit are more cheaper. So I think that's one of the good idea. That is reduce the cost of the vegetables and fruits.
Excuse me, but what are you talking about?
Vertical farming. Page 84. Do you want something to read?
The advantage and disadvantage of vertical farming.
I disagree in letter C. The only thing is that jobs will be lost. I don't really think the jobs will be lost because are some plants where or some food where specifically need some weather and some conditions for growing. So there are some food who will could grow in the high-rise greenhouse, but there will be others who can grow. So the job now will be lost. Not exactly.
Oh, you are talking like climatological?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
But I consider that it is a disadvantage because the jobs, people who works in transportation, um, they lost their jobs because they are not necessary.
Well, that's really
Yeah,
true about they're going, not all going lost to their job, but there are some who going to be lost.
yeah. In my case, I agree in the idea that it won't be affected by weather conditions, and it's a little bit like environment friendly.
Can you repeat, please? I don't hear.
Really?
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, I agree with this idea because it won't be affected by the weather. Yeah, and it's a little bit environmentally friendly. That's what I say.
Okay.
Is your answer for what sentence?
That's what I
A, B,
think.
or C?
That's what I think.
C?
about the general topic.
Are you finished, guys?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Let's continue. Perfect. Very good. Now, questions. Question forms the passive. This was homework. Did you finish your homework?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Diana, Liliana, Leslie, Eduardo. What about you, mister?
No, teacher, I didn't. I was in class yesterday.
All right. So, okay. Let's continue. In most passive questions, the auxiliary verb is where, have, etc. Or modal verb, will, can, comes before the subject. That's normal in any questions. For example, we have the question, the statement, the population is expected to rise. Here we have the subject, the population. We have the passive verb, is expected, is the passive because the subject is not doing the verb. The verb is applied to the subject. And then we have a prepositional phrase, to rise, or a description. But what happens in the question? Well, in the question, we move the auxiliary. The auxiliary goes before the subject. Is the population. And then the rest of the verb, expected to rise. And with an information question, when is it expected to rise? The other example we have is the issue is being discussed. Is the issue being discussed? Where is the issue being discussed? The idea was developed at Columbia. Was the idea developed in Colombia? Where was it developed? Crops have been grown in water. Have crops been grown in water? How long have they been grown in water? Water will be recycled. Will water be recycled? How will it be recycled? And now we have, when the question word is the subject, the auxiliary or modal verb does not change position. Vertical farming is going to be discussed next week. What's going to be discussed next week? So now that we have the question word, what is the subject of the question, of the sentence, of the question? So this remains in the same position. Is going to be discussed. An expert in vertical farming will be invited to speak. Who will be invited to speak? So since the question word is the subject of the question, then the rest remain in the same position. Is that clear? Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Information questions with the doer and invite. What this means is that we have a simple sentence. Vertical farming was developed by Despomier. Now we're going to make the question about the person, Despomier. And the question word is who? And then we have the other part, was developed. or vertical farming was developed? Who was vertical farming developed? And then we have the preposition at the end. By. There. Complete this yes, no questions in the passive for the responses given. So we have some responses. In the number 1, the response is yes, the population is expected to increase by 3 to 4 billion people in the next 50 years. What is the question?
Yes,
Is the
is the
The
population
population expect
What?
is the population expect
Like that?
with ed expect
Did you say expect?
expect.
Did you say expect? That's expect.
Yeah, but with ed at the end.
That's not expect. That's expected.
I expect.
Is the population expected to increase in the future? Very good. Yes, the population is expected to increase. There you go. Next, number 2. The answer is yes. More food can definitely be produced, but it won't be easy. What is the question?
can food definitely be produced?
And food, continue.
Definitely be produced.
That's there is something wrong with the question. Can you find out what the problem is?
I think it will be, can food be definitely produced?
What?
Can food be definitely be produced?
And food be definitely be produced.
Not only won't be. Can food be definitely produced?
No be. Is there another opinion? Okay. This one, the second opinion, can food be definitely produced? This adverb is not in the correct position. And in anyhow, the problem with this adverb is that it's not part of the question. The question is be produced. So in the question, you don't need the adverb. There. Can food, and now, can food be produced to feed this population? There is something incomplete in regards to the answer. What is incomplete?
More?
Perfect. That is the question. Can more food be produced? Next.
Have several methods been developed?
One more time.
Have several methods been developed? No.
Okay. Actually, the adjective is a little strange there. What adjective can you change it? Because in the answer, what is the answer? When you see this, when you look at this, actually several methods have been developed. What is the answer? Or what is extra information? The extra information is this, several. So if this is extra information, is it correct to have it in the question?
We have to drop the several.
Okay, so if we drop several, have methods been developed to increase food supply? Is that a coherent question? Is that does this make a good story, a coherent flowing of the conversation?
How many? No, but it's a yes or no question.
It's yes or no question, yes. So you can say more, it's one. Or you don't have more methods been developed? Perfect. I think that would be good. You can have another question without the have, and it's still a yes no question. Are there any other methods? Are there any other methods to increase the food supply? Actually, several methods have been developed. There, that's a good question. Answer for this question too. So either of whichever question would be correct, but let's maintain the first one. Have more methods been developed to increase the food supply? And the last one. Yes, vertical farming is being used in a number of places.
Is vertical farming being used?
Is vertical
Farming being used?
very good. Perfect. Now you have the correct questions. Now let's go for the next one. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, now complete the information questions in the passive. Now go ahead, please. Share your answers, compare what you have, and write the correct answers or the correct questions. Please.
Okay.
The first question
Diana, do you want to write the answers? Please?
Yes. Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you. What do you think about the first sentence? The first sentence was an example. It's correct. The second, I wrote, what is this method of farming called? What do you think?
Okay. Let me.
What do you think? Diana and Leslie and Eduardo.
Oh, you say what? What is this method of farming called?
Yeah, I wrote that.
I think it's
What
correct.
do you think?
I think it's correct. Then you guys.
Leslie, what do you think? Leslie, are you here?
So Liliana says something like that, right?
Yes.
Yes, Diana.
Do you think it's correct, guys?
Yes, I think.
Okay. The next one.
What do you think about the tree?
Who was first hydroponics used?
Was hydroponic first used by?
Guess who was hydroponics used by? Okay, let me just write. Like this?
First used by.
Okay.
Before use, the word first.
Okay. Who was first? And then,
No, who was hydroponics first used by?
okay, I understood.
What do you think about number one?
Number one is an example.
Number one.
The number one, have crops been grown in water?
Yes.
How long have crops been grown in water? But this is an example.
So we shall continue with 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
So the answer number 3 is correct. Oh.
Yeah, but first
Yes, I noticed.
F-I-R-S-E.
So I noticed. Let me just go.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 So the next one. Where
Where are most hydroponic crops grown?
are most hydroponic crops ground?
Mm-hmm. Where are most hydroponic crops grown?
Crops. Like this?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So do you guys all agree or disagree with the answer?
I agree.
You, Eduardo? Okay. So the number 5. What do you have?
How can be land conserved?
Can you repeat, please?
How how can be land conserved?
I wrote a different answer. A different question.
Okay, go ahead.
I wrote how can land be conserved?
5.
How can land be conserved?
Okay. Yes, I actually think the same. How can land be conserved? What do you think, Leslie?
Yeah. What do you think?
I think I'm right.
Okay. And the last question. What kind of cost I put will be reduced by?
Would be I only write would be reduced.
Okay, okay. Okay, we can write this.
The reduce in past participle.
Oh yes, this is right.
Be is not.
Okay. Okay, like this.
Yes, Diana. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Here we finish.
Okay, let me check your answers. I thought I had the first one. I forgot to write it down. So how long
Have crops been grown in water?
Oh my gosh. And let's continue with the next one. What is this method of farming called? Perfect. Who was hydroponics the first used by? Very good. Where are most hydroponics crops grown? How can land be conserved? What kind of cost would be reduced? Very good, guys. Really good. Now, can you please close your book, please?
Okay. I close my book.
All right. How was the class? I'm sorry, the activity. Was it difficult or was it easy?
I think sometimes it's confusing.
Yes, it's confusing. Why?
When mm, when has adjectives,
Can you repeat that, Leslie, please? When you
when
have what?
when have adjectives, or yeah, when have adjectives. Sometimes I don't know how for them.
Let me see it one more time. You tell me what your question is? Is it here or is it in another one? Leslie?
And number 3,
Number 3 is confusing?
yeah,
Okay, let's check it out. Now, what were you saying about the adjective?
first, first, I mean, I understand the question, but the answer about the mechanics was just used by the adjective.
Leslie,
Yes,
I can't hear you clearly. You're breaking out. Guys, can you hear Leslie clearly?
maybe
Not at all.
uh, I had
Me neither.
I
No.
a few minutes ago.
Leslie, you're breaking out.
Oh,
I can't hear you. Yes, it happens a lot. With this rain, there is raining a lot over here where I live. What about where you guys live? Is it raining?
Yeah, but
No, in my
Leslie,
city, isn't raining now.
no. Where are you, Lily?
I am in Lázaro Cárdenas, Michoacán.
In Michoacán, there you go. I am gonna take this opportunity with Leslie's question that she said it was a little confusing. I want to go to the Cambridge website. Have you guys checked it?
yes, I checked. But
Hold on, let me open it up. Oh my gosh. And it's loading. It always takes a little bit to load because it's a little heavy. There. Can you see it, guys?
Yes,
Yes, okay. Of course, I have all of these books in my account, level 1, level 2, 3, 4, and what we're seeing is this level 5. So I'm gonna click in B2, and I wait for it to load up, and I have all the units. We are in unit 8. Yes, unit 8, lesson A, so we have vertical farming. Now, Leslie, are you can you listen okay? Okay, perfect. It's good. So watch this. I open lesson A, vertical farming, and I can go over here. Now, you said that it's confusing, but I'm not exactly sure what your question was. So let's go to grammar. Information focus. Let me know if this is where we are. So here we have a little bit information focus. What are the advantages and disadvantages of vertical farming? Write at least 2 advantages and 2 disadvantages. Go to forum, unit 8, lesson A, vertical farming, etc. Simple answer. Well, not this. Let's go for, nope, not this. Lesson outcomes. No, not this either. So I think I need to go back a little bit. I think I went too far. Let's see. This is just an example, okay? We have to check this lesson A, vertical farming. Write and check. Write your answers to the questions about vertical farming. Use at least 1 passive sentence in each answer. Use the simple answers to help you. Question, what is vertical farming? I don't know where to write. No, I can't write anything. Why? So I don't know about the writing activity, but what we can do is this. This is another form. Information focus, select the advantages or disadvantages of vertical farming. Make a separate list of 2 more advantages and disadvantages. It says 1, foods won't need to be packaged as much as they won't be transported so far. Is that an advantage or disadvantage? So you can click here.
An advantage.
It's an advantage. Number 2, energy costs may be higher as a lot of electricity will be needed in vertical farms to pump water. Is that an advantage or disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Advantage?
Higher. Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. A lot of water will be used in vertical farms, and water is a precious natural resource. Is that an advantage or a disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Advantage.
All the waste plants will be reused in compost, so it will be a greener form of agriculture.
Advantage.
Vertical farms may be expensive to build as urban land is more expensive than rural land.
Disadvantage.
Food can be grown and sold in the same area, which will cause less pollution.
Advantage.
Advantage.
Some crops can't be grown in water, so our choice of food might be reduced.
Advantage.
Advantage?
Advantage.
Let's check answers. And all of them except the last one. The last one was a disadvantage. But I want to practice. No, this is a writing activity. No. Okay, so information focus, choose the correct words. Experts. Let's go here. Expect, is expected or are expected?
Are expected.
Experts are expected the population to rise?
No. 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 It's active voice. It's active voice. Which
Experts expect.
expect.
Number 2, the population expect, is expected or are expected?
This is an passive, so is expected.
Number 3, this means that new farming methods are going to need, to be needing, or to be needed.
We need it.
One solution which has been discussed, which has discussed, or which have discussed.
Has been discussed.
Has been discussed. Next, vertical farming.
Was invented. He developed. Will be used. It, hopes.
It hopes that food will become cheaper in the future. Number 9, this is because it won't have to
Be transported.
be transported. All right, now let's check answers. Look at that. Everything is good except number 8. So let's correct the answers. So everything is good except this one. So it's not hopes. What is it?
It is
Hope.
It's hope. Let's check answers. Perfect. Great job. Very good. Okay. Leslie, how was the activity?
Good.
Yeah, is that better? Or would you like another one?
No, it's better.
It's better. Perfect. What about the rest of you guys? How was the activity? That's the platform. Are you using the
It
platform?
was entertaining.
Yes, it is entertaining. Now, there will be a new form of homework. The homework will be to do all of the activities in the platform and take a picture and send the picture to the WhatsApp, please.
Teacher, but I didn't, I don't check my platform yet.
Did you receive that email?
Yes, but I had a problem and I couldn't check the platform. I couldn't enter my password and I couldn't active my platform.
All right. Do you want to activate your account?
Yes, I would like.
Okay. If you want to activate your account, please get in touch with Teacher Maru. She is in the group, but ask her in her own WhatsApp, not in the group. Ask her, what do you need to do to activate your account? Because I think you only have 24 hours to activate it. And if you don't activate it, the link expires.
Yes,
Teacher.
she said the same.
So Liliana, one more time to finish. If you want your account to be activated, you need to get a hold of Teacher Maru. So you say, hi, Teacher Maru. In Spanish, you can talk to her in Spanish. Hi, Teacher Maru, can you please help me activate my account? And apologize to her if you didn't. Tell her, I didn't activate it because I had a problem, because I had work, whatever. But get a hold of her. She will help you activate your account. But again, you will only have 24 hours to activate it. And if you don't activate your account in that period, then the link expires. And then you won't be able to activate it until you talk to Teacher Maru again. Does that make sense?
Teacher.
Okay.
Hold on, Adolo. Before we go with you, I want to ask Liliana if that was clear, Liliana. Yes?
Sure.